Welcome back to Recovery Journey. Today we're looking past the surface of addiction to its true roots. Society often asks, why the addiction? But the real question is, why the pain? Addiction isn't just about substances, it's about escaping unbearable pain. To heal, we must look inward and ask, what are we running from? Real recovery means understanding the story our addiction is telling. Let's begin that compassionate inquiry together. Trauma isn't just about big, obvious events that leave visible scars or headlines in their wake. It can be subtle, hidden in moments that overwhelm our ability to cope, even if no one else notices. Childhood trauma quietly rewires the brain, shaping how we see ourselves and the world, making everything feel unsafe and leaving us feeling unworthy or broken inside. The body remembers this pain, holding on to it long after the events have faded from memory, echoing in our muscles, our breath, and our hearts. Substances become a way to quiet the mind and numb the pain, a desperate attempt at self-soothing when nothing else seems to help, a temporary escape from the storm inside. For many, addiction is not the root problem, but a survival strategy, a way to manage overwhelming feelings when there are no other tools. Healing isn't about willpower or simply being stronger. It's about addressing the trauma beneath the surface and creating a sense of safety, often for the first time. Recovery means gently understanding our wounds, learning to listen to our pain, and offering ourselves the compassion and care we may have missed as children. Only then can the nervous system begin to relax, to trust, and to learn that it's finally safe to let go. Addiction is a response to pain, not a moral failing or a lack of character. Healing starts with understanding that truth and allowing hope to take root, even in the places we thought were broken forever. Sometimes addiction grows from unmet emotional needs, not just trauma. It can begin quietly, in the spaces where we feel unseen or misunderstood, where our longing for closeness goes unanswered. We're wired for connection, love, and belonging. These bonds are as vital to us as food and water, shaping our sense of safety and self-worth. When these needs go unmet, we feel empty and alone, a hungry ghost inside us, always searching for something to fill the void. Substances can feel like a substitute for real connection, offering temporary comfort or escape from pain, but never truly satisfying our deeper hunger. But this relief is fleeting, deepening our isolation and making the ache for connection even stronger. Healing means learning to connect with ourselves, validating our feelings and needs, and treating ourselves with compassion and patience. It also means building genuine relationships where we're seen, accepted, and valued for who we truly are. Recovery isn't just stopping a behavior, it's filling the void with real connection, support, and understanding from others. Self-love and community are the antidotes to loneliness, helping us rediscover hope and belonging. That's how we starve the hungry ghost, by nurturing connection, both within ourselves and with those around us. Genetics play a role in addiction, but they're only the blueprint. Our environment, especially in childhood, determines if those vulnerabilities become reality. A nurturing environment can keep genetic risks dormant. Trauma and stress, however, can trigger those vulnerabilities. We're not powerless victims of our DNA. We can change our environment and heal. Recovery means building a supportive, stable life, regardless of our blueprint. Focus on stress reduction, healthy relationships, and emotional regulation. We are not just our genes, we are the builders of our own lives. Addiction often coexists with mental health struggles like depression, anxiety, or PTSD. When the mind is in pain, it can feel like there's no escape from the constant weight of difficult emotions and thoughts. Everyday life becomes a challenge, and hope can seem out of reach. Substances become a way to manage overwhelming symptoms, a temporary escape from the storm inside. For many, using drugs or alcohol is an attempt to numb the pain, to quiet the noise, or to simply feel normal for a little while. But this relief is short-lived, and addiction often deepens the suffering, making the underlying condition even harder to manage. The cycle of pain and escape becomes harder to break. Treating addiction means addressing both the substance use and the mental health issue together, because they are deeply connected and influence each other. Integrated therapy and support are essential for real recovery. Healing happens when people feel understood, supported, and empowered to make changes. It's about replacing self-medication with genuine help and new coping skills, learning healthier ways to manage stress, emotions, and life's challenges. Healing is possible when we treat the whole person, not just the addiction. Recovery is a journey that involves mind, body, and spirit. Recovery is about finding balance and peace within the mind and discovering hope for a brighter, healthier future. Our environment shapes us. Addiction often grows in soil where substance use is normalized. Family, community, and culture all influence our choices and coping methods. Social modeling and stress from poverty or oppression can drive addiction. Changing our environment, our water, is key to recovery. This means seeking out healthy communities and safe spaces. Sometimes it requires setting boundaries and finding new support systems. Healing is about building a life where recovery is possible and supported. We thrive when we change the water we swim in. Addiction is not a moral failure. It's rooted in pain, trauma, and unmet needs. Understanding these roots is the first step to compassion and healing. If this helped you, like and subscribe to Recovery Journey and share with someone who needs it. You are not broken. You are hurting, and healing is possible. Recovery is a slow, patient journey back to yourself. Be gentle with yourself as you tend to your roots. Thank you for being here. Follow us on TikTok at Recovery, Journey 33, Instagram at Recovery, Journey 33, and Recovery. Journey on Rumble for more contents like this. See you on the next one.